Came here to take over the game. Yeah. Stout. Still. You know what's going on. Yeah. It's still politics as usual. Life looking beautiful. Talking real heavy. More heavy than the usual. Shook the whole world up. That type of motion new to you. To us it's a throwback. Losing we don't know that. Only give them our facts. That's exact what y'all lack. Always show the people love so they show us love back. Yeah. And been worthy like 42.
And once again, it's on. You are now rocking with the best. We are, they are, them are, we is. We got covered it all. We are the Politics as Usual podcast where we're covering everything related to the NBA, and then we're throwing some sneaker talk when we're excited. It's playoffs. I got my man, Pots and Pans, 100 grand, Adam Carter with me today. We're going to be talking about all that's going on. What's going on, Jack?
Another day in the life, Jack. Loving these NBA playoffs. Excited to talk about it tonight, Jack.
Yeah, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. And the thing about the show. Uh-oh, is that me?
What was that?
It's a little feedback.
Whatever that was. Y'all get it live and direct. Things happen when you in the house studio.
We don't edit out.
No, we don't do that.
But we're going to do our stuff, though.
One take.
Yeah. So, man, listen, what I love about this, even though our team is not in it, we can really zero in on a series, just 2 series that we have left. So as we do our playoff roundup update, man, what we got for them today?
So let's jump right in, Jack.
A lot has happened since we –
yeah.
A lot happened.
So we got the conference finals happening right now, but since we saw you guys last, the Indiana Pacers got past the New York Knicks, and the Minnesota Timberwolves shocked us and made me have to buy cheesesteaks for Michael Easy Brown and Bryant B-Dub Moore. The Timberwolves beat the Nuggets after being down by 20 and came back and won. So that happened last Sunday.
Forgot about that little wager. Here's what's crazy. But you knew you had them though first half, right?
Oh man, I texted them and I said, "Listen, should I get beef or chicken?" I was like, "Do I want fried?" And I was contemplating my order, and then things went left very fast.
Yo, that was probably the most improbable Game 7 ever seen in my life.
Yeah, man. And for Ant-Man to not have the greatest game, but played great defense, man. And Anthony Towns had a great game. And they're a good team. They've proven to be a legit team. And now they're in the conference finals against the Dallas Mavericks. So let's start out there in the West, Jack.
I didn't like the look I saw on some of them Nuggets faces. When the closer it got, the tighter they start to play. They were like, "Here, you take it, Joker."
Yeah.
Nobody wanted to do anything. That was crazy.
Yeah. The Nuggets, they got some work to do.
I think they missed Bruce Brown and my man Green.
Jeff Green, yeah.
They stabilized them, I think.
Yeah, and they thought that the starters could carry them because they have one of the best starting lineups in the association. But that bench, man, I think in these playoffs we're being shown that the bench is almost as important as the starters because you need somebody when the starters are not hot to come in and give you a bucket or two.
And definitely, that's what Minnesota probably has advantage over everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Man, they got their team, man. And everybody seems like they're 6'8".
Right. They have a lot of
Trevor Conley, everybody's 6'8" and up.
A lot of wing players, a lot of players that play good defense. As we seen last night, let's recap it right now, Jack.
Yes, sir.
The Mavs ended up winning 108-105. But as far as the Timberwolves, a good game from Jaden Daniels with 24.
Yeah.
Ant-Man, not the best scoring game, but a good overall game with 19 points, 11 rebounds, and 8 assists. But Luka, Magic, and Kyrie, the duo together, Jack, they were down. And they ended up coming back, man. Luka with 32 and 8 assists, and Kyrie had 30 points, even though he had, 24?
Yeah, 24 at half. That's a month.
At halftime.
I was on a roll. He had 24 of them at half. Right, I thought he was going to get 50 at least.
And he ended up with 30.
But
still good numbers, but they play well together, Jack.
Wolves got to win that game when McDaniels gets 24.
Right.
You would think, like, when the fourth guy gets that many points, it's a blowout. But no.
Right.
And, man, they're going to have to as soon as he said it, when Ant said, I'm going to stick Kyrie, I didn't like it. Not because he can't stick him, but no, they need you on the offensive end as well.
He was exhausted.
Yo, you can't do both of those full game. And somebody raised a point. I think Chris Paul in the NBA Countdown tonight was like, yo, y'all got to do different looks. You start out on them. You cannot do the whole halftime. He was spit, man. And he's not out of shape. They just came off of game 7. No excuses. But that probably wasn't the best strategic move because that's a major emotional letdown. You go from game 7, you barking at the fans at Denver. Now you get a little rest. You come down. Game it probably was a difficult transition for that's when like his youth comes.
Right.
That's when that game lets me know, he's only 22.
Right. And he had no energy left. He was walking up the court. But there were some other plays. They were right there, Jack.
Yeah, that's crazy. They're right there. But those Kyrie highlights.
Right.
Yo.
That tip and dunk by Cat at the end of the game could have went both ways, Jack.
Costly.
Like that ended up being the turning point of the game. If that point counts, I think Minnesota wins that game, Jack. But like you said, Kyrie ball on a string. I mean, he's just
left hand,
the
right
package,
hand.
The package, the layup package. I slipped one in there, Jack. No, Diddy. The layup package.
Dude's name is ruined. It's good for you, Diddy. We done with Diddy.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Oh my God.
Jesus, Diddy.
God,
but incredible shots made by Kyrie, Jack. First half was incredible, but it proved to be enough, man. They got the win.
Yeah, got that win, man. I think this goes 7 games. Yeah. I think it's a back and forth game, and I like the Ivy, Gafford, going against PJ Washington and Towns and Nas Reed. Man, this is some great playoff action right here.
Yeah, and the others in this series are going to be so important, Jack. It's going to be more than Towns and Ant-Man versus Kyrie and Luka. The others are what's going to be important. Conley is going to be important. Yep. Like you said, all these guys for the Mavs are going to be so important, Jack. And I'm going with that prediction that I think it is going to go 7 games, Jack.
Yeah, man. I still think, man. I think Minnesota will be tough to beat in 7. Yeah. So if Mavs gonna get them, they're gonna have to beat them at Dallas on game 6 because Minnesota, they love it, man. They get behind him. Him and Alex A-Rod already got a handshake. You see that?
Yeah, I did. For that's cool for somebody that didn't know who he was in the beginning of the year.
Yo, time moves on it. Yo, I couldn't believe it. Then I was like, yo, he's only 20. I keep forgetting. You know, A-Rod.
Yeah, Jack. So that game, we're filming this on Thursday. You guys will be seeing this on Friday. So on Friday, game 2, Jack. So let's slide over to the East, Jack, when the Boston Celtics are currently playing right now. But
can I say something about the Pacers?
Absolutely.
Oh, you should have seen me cheering for them when they was playing the Knicks. Oh, I was acting out, screaming. Oh, the way I celebrated, because those New York Knicks fans, they are the worst. They're more obnoxious than Cowboy fans. That's a lot. Sorry, y'all Cowboy fans. I'm sorry. Don't.
There's a bunch of them.
Y'all know how y'all act. On those. Y'all act. I'm like, that's how the man, to see them go down like that, I won't see Brunson get hurt, but to see them lose like that, and to see Chris Rock and to see Tracy Morgan and Fat Joe coming on Instagram with red eyes. Oh, their tears of sadness brought me so much joy.
Did you see the pregame interview when Stephen A was talking and he pulled Spike Lee in and he kept knocking his hat off?
Live
my
TV.
God. He just kept, I was like, dang, that's what Spike Lee's head looks like. He's going bald. I'm like, man, just let it go, now, Jack.
That's why he keeps that. That's why he keeps the lid on. And people were mad because they said the ESPN turned into like a New York Knicks coverage joint, but it's over now. So yeah, man. Shout out to Indiana.
Yeah, Indiana pulled out that win on Sunday. That was a great game.
But let me ask you this. Do you think Tibbs, that's always the knock on Tibbs, he drives them to the ground too hard?
No. I think injuries. That's all about injuries.
Do you think you think it led to that? Do you think playing so hard over time leads to, I don't know, it's a balance, the load management, nobody, I don't know about that. But I'm looking like those guys could play though. Like, bro, I was like, why aren't they getting in?
Right. But the thing is, you figure half of their team is hurt.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
So I think
Mitchell's a freak. Mitchell's a freak.
Come down the playoff stretch. He's playing his best players because that's what got him there. But you figure if Mitchell Robinson's healthy, that's another person that's playing. Yep. If Randall is healthy, that's another person.
He's on the team.
If OG is healthy, that's another person that's playing.
I don't know why they put him back. He was crazy getting back out there knowing he's a free agent, messing up his money.
Yeah, but you figure that's another 3 players that would have been in the rotation if they're healthy. So I mean, it's tough to say, man. I think Tibbs did a great job. I think it was just those injuries that is the reason for that loss, and they still almost won. Yeah, but I think Tibbs did a great job this year.
Well, they got an enemy in me. I hate him. I hate Spike Lee, Tracy Morgan. I hate the whole New York. I used to love.
I like Brunson though, Jack. I like Brunson. I like those Villanova guys though.
Oh, they get passes because they play at Villanova.
Yeah, the Villanova.
Man, I was like, how did the Lakers miss out on the DiVincenzo the way he was shooting?
Well, shoot, we had the Lakers had Josh Hart.
Had Hart, yeah, I can see Hart plays so he's perfect for some fits are perfect. He fits perfect here. See, he would be like if he played for the Sixers. I don't know if he could just different kind of styles of play and be slow it down a little bit. He drives it so just perfect for Tibbs.
Yeah.
But
it works.
Pacers though, man. Don't sleep on the Pacers, Celtics.
Yeah.
So lucky they snuck out of there.
Yeah, game 1 went into overtime, Jack, with the Celtics pulling it out 133 to 128 with a big bucket down the stretch from Jaylen Brown to send them to overtime and turnovers, Jack. Turnovers killed the Pacers. They were supposed to win that game.
The one John or Drew Holiday got up on them, I could not believe it.
Yeah, man. And it's so crazy.
But they don't turn the ball over. Halliburton.
Right. And it's so crazy in these NBA playoffs. We've seen this with not being able to inbound the ball. The Sixers struggled with that. Not being able to inbound the ball. I've never seen so many occurrences of NBA players at the highest stage not being able to inbound the ball. Jack, it's crazy.
Didn't Cat have an issue with that in Minnesota? He almost they almost had a close one against the Nuggets. Nuggets could have got back in there. I don't understand. Maybe they don't do that drill enough. They figure pros are not inbound. They need some work on that.
Yeah,
I see. You nailed it. The Sixers blew a game from the inbounds, and like Siakam, when he's sticking Jaylen Brown, he didn't even get his hand up.
Yeah, and it's tough. And LeBron posted, and people will say, you always find a way to bring up LeBron. So what? It's our show. We can do what we want to do. We can talk about LeBron when we want. LeBron made a post and said, that's why I'm fouling every time. As soon as he touched the ball, before he gets it up, I'm fouling. Take the 2. We march. We inbound it. If you can get it in.
Yeah. And they were saying a lot of people like they get it, but He said, that upward shooting motion.
Easier said than done.
3 free. That's why I'm like, yo, because if you do that, we're gonna be clowning you the next day when you give up 3 free throws. But I thought he at least should have contested better because he gave him an open. He's a real jump shooter, Jalen.
Mm-hmm.
So it looked like that's how he normally shoots. Ooh, you know what? But he saved Tatum.
Yeah.
Oh, it was gonna be brutal for him. Yo, he got it. Because they don't even. He wasn't even considered in the MVP voting.
No,
I think he got all NBA.
Yeah,
first team. I was looking at the second and third. I didn't really look at the first. We'll talk about that a little later.
We'll get to that. But he had
him, man.
Jack. He had 36 and 12 rebounds, but it's just about the way that it looks.
I think he gets unfair. Nobody, I don't know what, maybe because they was at the final so many times, and he's young. He's still 26 years old.
26.
But he doesn't get the benefit of the doubt like how we would give Luka.
Nope.
Nobody in his generation. All the young guys, Luka, Ant-Man, even the Joker.
Yeah.
He is not regarded, hopefully, they'll say if he won this year, you can play the Nuggets. It's always something for them. For him, I should say.
But he needs a championship. And he needs a finals MVP.
He got to kill it
to get the monkey off his back.
He got to kill it.
He has to.
He got to kill it, man. That pressure is on him to do that. If you don't do it this year, it's gonna be wild.
I know. Did you see what he said in the post-game conference?
What did he say?
The comment said he wants to be Kobe so bad. The reporter said, "Are you happy that you won Game 1?" You remember that one player?
He better not say job's not finished.
All right, job's not done. I'm like, you gonna say verbatim what Kobe said though? And he gonna say, the reporter said, "Are you talking to me?" He said, "Yeah, I'm asking you. Is the job done?" Nothing to be excited about. I'm like, man, he wants to be Kobe so bad.
That's funny, man. Yo, maybe he's so quiet. I think his issue, he's too cool.
Yeah. What Duber say? He's always brushing his hair. Never seen him without a haircut. He needs to rough it up for a little bit.
And he never allows his coach to get the same treatment because Missoula is always no haircut, no shape up, making all that money. Jaylen Brown got the best hairline in the business. He has the best barber in the NBA. He's at the same locker room, and you just walking by the barber. I'd be willing, give me that number. He's brushing his hair too much. Even when he either got waves or the curls, they're gonna be pristine. He's getting that shape up every 2 days.
Listen, Tatum just say, "Hey, coach, I need to holler at you. Meet me at the house and just sit him in the chair, man. Make him get a haircut, man.
Right there.
Like just line up the back, Jack. Like what is going on?
Now you gotta be watching him now. See what's the hair like. Drive me crazy. I saw him in Las Vegas. He's such a weird guy. I was scared to even get near him when I was at the Kevin Hart joint.
He looks like if you speak to him, he'll say greetings. Greetings and salutations.
Salutations.
Greetings and salutations.
Yo, man. Yo. If they don't win the championship, Tatum's gonna be on the hot seat.
Yeah.
But Missoula, he messing around. Yeah, they getting rid of coach. He messing around and get fired.
Yeah,
the first thing I want to say, Udoka would have won a chip by now, and I believe it's true.
I believe it's true.
I believe that's the hard part. I believe it's true.
Yes, it is, Jack. Well, shoot, Jack, let's move on, Jack. Let's talk about the all NBA teams, Jack.
Well, these guys up.
Got it. We're here. Got the first team. So for the first team, that's a nice first team. We got Luka, Shea. We got the Joker, Tatum, and Giannis. What you think about that, Jack?
It's tough. You could I could see Jalen in there for Luka.
First team?
Yeah, the year he had, he got an argument. But I'm not mad at this first team, especially with the guards. Yeah, definitely. But none. Oh man, he didn't play enough games. Embiid.
Yeah, Embiid didn't play enough games. So
I have no disagreements with this one.
All right, you ready for the second team?
Yes.
Second
This is what I
team's
saw.
second
This is
team's
when it got me a little mad.
Yeah, second team's a little
got me a little
question.
upset.
So we got Jalen Brunson, well deserved.
Yes.
We got Anthony Davis. I think that's well deserved.
Mm.
Kevin Durant deserved.
Yes.
Anthony Edwards, of course, deserved.
Yes.
And Kawhi Leonard, that's a little
Don't understand it. Don't understand it.
Over LeBron James?
When I looked at their numbers, maybe because they were high, you give him a higher seed, he didn't play as many games, didn't score as many points, didn't grab as many rebounds, didn't get as many assists. And as we know, it's the same script every year, even though it's a regular season. We know it's a regular season recognition. He didn't play in the playoffs.
Right.
And y'all vote after during the playoffs, as we can, we're talking now. Like he did not have a better year than LeBron.
No. And so speaking of
head to head, the Lakers won the matchup this year. And it's not because I'm a LeBron guy. No, he played 72 games.
Yeah. Let's talk about
40 years old.
Let's talk about the third team, Jack. So we got Booker.
Man. I thought they should have switched.
Yeah. So the third team is Booker, Steph Curry, Tyrese Halliburton, LeBron James, and Sabonis.
I was hoping you did. I was like, I may even switch Sabonis and Anthony Davis.
He had his number this year.
Especially when they played together. After they played together, dog, y'all talking about forget Joker and Anthony Davis. Sabonis, he can play with Joker. Joker may get some better numbers.
Yeah.
But Sabonis is so rough. My eyes was open this year.
Yeah, Jack. So
he
that's
killed him. And I think Sabonis didn't even make it was funny he didn't make an all-star team.
Right.
He's a top 15 player in the league.
Right.
All NBA is the top 15 players in the league. He didn't make an all-star game.
Real quick, Jack, let's talk about the all-defensive team. Did you check out that yet?
Yes, I did.
So we got Bam.
Yes.
Who was a finalist. You got Anthony Davis,
yes,
who we felt like should have been a finalist. Rudy Gobert, Herb Jones, and Wemby. I'm not mad at that.
Man, Wemby about to get a defensive player of the year. Rudy better enjoy this last one. I think Wemby may run off a streak we've never seen before. That may be something stat of the week one of these days. I think Elijah Wan had a lot in the row. Of course, Rudy, but Wemby after next year, he about to get all them chips. I think he probably got 4 blocks a game this year. He's a rookie.
Yeah. And the second team I thought was interesting, Jack. Did you see the second team? All wing players, Jack. So we got Alex Caruso. We got Drew Holiday. Got Jaden McDaniels.
Yes.
Jalen Suggs. And another Celtic in Derek White, Jack.
And that's crazy. No other. I'm trying to think. Guess not.
Yeah, that was interesting, Jack.
No other bigs.
No, you figure it was like all the bigs were in the first team and all the guards were in. But Derek White had a great year.
Yo, he was like getting like 2 blocks a game at one point.
Yeah, he had a great year.
Yeah, man. He was borderline all-star himself. Keep forgetting Celtics get Porzingis back. They mess around have really 5 all-stars.
Yeah, and that's the thing about not to go back to that Celtics Pacers series. That's the thing about that series. The Celtics are confident enough that they can beat the Pacers without Porzingis. Yeah.
Sit them out the series.
I think that I honestly believe that they were saving him to get healthy to play the Joker. I think they were saving it. I think that was the thought process.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That the Nuggets would be right back to the finals, and everybody, I think we all thought it would be the Nuggets versus the Celtics.
Most definitely. Great point there.
Yeah, Jeff.
Because he is a different he makes them go from really good to elite.
Yeah. They're going to be scary once he comes back. But
here's the thing: whoever he plays instead of the Joker, he doesn't play with a banger. Joker will take you right in that low block, put that show. He gave Rudy so much shoulder in that series. Oh my God,
But this is the thing, though, Jack. If Minnesota by chance gets there, man, Towns is a lot better than I thought he was. I know he was good.
We are not. I don't think they getting. We got to go back because the defense he played 1-on-1, the Joker could not manhandle him.
No,
he
played better defense
him as a strong player
than Rudy. Yep.
Yo, chest to chest.
Yep.
He didn't get a lot of calls. Could they whistle him sometimes. I was like, yo, yeah, that's Joker get the MVP calls. But Cat impressed me by we really standing there and banging with Joker.
Right. Yeah.
I didn't see that coming.
I didn't know he was that good of a defensive player. He showed a lot in that series. And the Joker is strong, and Cat is staying right with him.
The only players I thought that the Joker doesn't do that to is Embiid.
Right.
Embiid, look how big he is.
Right.
He did not move when they were on it. He could not move Towns.
Yeah.
In that game 7, he had him shooting fadeaways.
Right.
Could he get in the paint? Yo, Towns, man.
The Joker doesn't really want to shoot those.
No. He's going to do layups, offensive rebounds.
Yep. Yeah, Jack. So let's move on, Jack. Let's talk about a coaching change, Jack. What's going out there and what's going on out there in Cleveland, Jack?
Where is up for these black coaches? Man, this has been a rough year.
Bickerstaff fired after 5 years. Made it to the second round. I mean, had some injuries. I thought it was an overall good season.
What more do you have to do? He I looked over that record. They were like 179, 150 over his 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of years. He got Garland. He got Garland ready. Made him All-Star.
Absolutely.
Made that move and got Mitchell. Here's what's funny. I mean, unless Donovan Mitchell says I want him out, y'all thought y'all was gonna beat the Celtics without him,
right?
And I'm trying to figure out what is the litmus test for him keeping the gig or not.
Right. And the thing is,
the best team in the league probably in the Celtics in the playoffs. Chances are you not gonna win that series. Right. Chances are you may get an extra game if all the players are there.
Right. And from what I was reading, it sounds like Donovan Mitchell is not too happy in Cleveland. He wasn't too happy in the locker room. So I know there's a lot of trade talks with Donovan Mitchell's name in it. So if by chance you're trying your best to keep Donovan Mitchell and he doesn't seem as happy with the coach, maybe it's a tactic to try to get Spider Mitchell to stay around, Jack. But it just seems like Donovan Mitchell, regardless of coach, or I don't think he's happy out there in Cleveland.
Here's what's crazy. I'm thinking he's a fool if he don't sign that contract, though.
Right.
Then he can force his way out. When he sign, they're doing that anyway. Sign that max and force your way out. But I'm thinking like he'll, in Shams, he be dropping them exposés right after the coach right after the series is over.
Yeah,
I read that, John. I was like, man, y'all been working on in the leaks. Those are intentional, man.
Oh yeah, that's the agents and everybody.
Yeah,
and
they're putting those sources.
Yeah, let Donovan Mitchell say, I didn't say any of that
stuff. He can wear his glasses and look like a nice guy. Why everybody doing the dirty work for him? Do you think him and Garland can play together?
They have their struggles. I think Garland was having a better way of his career before Mitchell got there. I think the trajectory of Garland's career was going a different way until Spider got there. Because this is the thing that we don't think about often. Spider Mitchell is not as tall as we think he is. He plays a lot taller than he is. So him and Garland are probably the same height.
Saw him in person. I couldn't believe it.
Not that tall.
6'1". At best.
Yeah, and he's a shooting guard.
He plays so for him, he's really gonna need a Derek White.
Yeah, a taller point guard.
Somebody like that with him in the backcourt. With Garland, you nailed it. I thought he was doing. You remember when Garland was an All-Star, they won like 50 games.
Yeah,
and they loved Bickerstaff then, even though they didn't make the playoffs because I think he got hurt. But Garland, if they would sign Mitchell and watch the suitors for Garland, and he would fit perfectly in San Antonio.
So many places Garland would fit in.
Oh my God.
So many places. He's a good guard.
He played with the Lakers, with San Antonio.
We think everybody can play with the Lakers.
Anybody, I think anybody.
We know you're going to say it. We think everybody can play there.
We gotta get Bron at least last. Oh, he about to draft his son. About to say we gotta give him a shot at one of these rings before he get out of here.
Yeah, tell me about it, right?
But yeah, Garland, I really like his game, and he have a good landing spot somewhere.
Right, and not to address the elephant in the room, but you kind of brought it up. These black coaches, man, the leash is so short, Jack.
Yo.
I mean, I get it that Steve Kerr has won multiple championships, but the decline is real, Jack.
He sleeps well at night.
He sleeps well at Jack.
And
there's a bunch of other coaches.
Can mess around and get fired next year if they don't go deep. He'll get fired. I guarantee you. Like who we had, Darvin Ham. Darvin Ham. They went to they had a really good year, 47 wins in a stacked West.
Yep.
And you played the Nuggets, who people thought were the favorites to win the championship. And
yeah.
Still got fired. Now, if it's a stretch, and I know he was pretty much cooked when Anthony Davis was like, I don't know what we're doing out here. But how do you coach LeBron James? That's why JJ Redick, it looks good now. You get in that huddle your first year, you got to look at LeBron.
What do you say to
your career's over. You're going to get fired next year.
What do you say to him? And then you're going to do a podcast with your star player after the game?
Oh, I hate that idea. That's going to be a disaster if that happens. I'm like,
I hope he does not get that job.
I'm like, man, if you ain't sees nobody out there, you got to be a Ty Lue, a Spoelstra, to look at LeBron in the eyes.
Yeah.
Can't get it, I hate
and Ty Lue had to earn that though. Ty Lue had to earn that.
Yes. Most definitely, man. But
I don't know, Jack.
Griffin. Griffin got fired. Griffin got fired at the number 2 seed. And here's what's so crazy now. The downside, I would say, of player empowerment is that they're getting the coaches axed for not enough good. Like if you disagree with the philosophy, now we don't even let it play out for a year. Like the GM's gonna be like, okay, you ain't feeling Griffin. We're in second place. Let's see how it plays out. Because neither he nor Doc can coach Giannis injured and Dame injured past the Pacers.
Yeah.
So they ended up at the same place.
They're a totally different team without Drew Holiday. Let's not forget that too.
I thought we knew that I thought we knew that.
Yeah. I think we always think the offense is going to power you through the playoffs, but it's the defense too and the chemistry.
Yeah,
so
man. Makes a difference.
But as we digress, we were talking about Bickerstaff and that, and somehow we ended up on Doc Rivers, but it's all good. We can do that.
You know why? Because he gonna mess around and wind up in Cleveland. Yo, he's like Drake. Drake is coming for your babe. I'm told. Doc is coming for your job.
Watch your bench. Watch your bench. Doc Rivers might end up on it.
Yo, come up here. Hear somebody horse talking from the bench. Like, oh, he done got another gig.
Oh man, let's move on, Jack. Let's move on. So this is some news that we are not too happy about. You and I specifically being Charles Barkley fans. So no more inside the NBA, Jack. Is that a thing possibly next year? We hope not.
It'll be their last year. Looks like Thursday night games are going to NBC. NBC is mad stiff. Unless you're gonna put on Peacock, it ain't gonna work. And chances are, Barkley, I heard him say on a podcast this week, that Ernie's not gonna work for no one but Turner. So I'm like, he's probably close to retire. I was like, yo. So how Turner dropped the ball with this, man.
Yeah, so for people that don't know, the NBA is working on a new deal with some other networks that do not include TNT. And Charles Barkley specifically has a clause in his contract that says that if the NBA is not connected with TNT, that he kind of gets out of his contract. So if it's on another network, Charles Barkley's contract is,
that's crazy.
He can get out, and Charles Barkley can go anywhere.
And look, you know where he probably gonna go? Right to the golf course.
Right to the
I don't think you can't recreate what they got. You can't recreate it. They be trying. Like you watch NBA Countdown, they be trying. Steven, they be sweating and pull. Nah, you cannot do with those guys. You get the chemistry, and the thing about it, TNT was brilliant. It's like a late night show.
Yeah.
It's not even a sports show. It's regular entertainment. They roasting each other. They roasting players. And you can't do that on
each other.
Yeah, man. You just can't fabricate it. So I'm like, that's a crazy run because about 1989 to 1989.
And apparently, the other day when Draymond was on there without Shaq, I don't know if that was kind of purposely done because I saw that Shaq tweeted that nobody can do what he can do, but he can, he can't be replaced, and kind of made some comments on social media. I know he was it's wild.
Yo,
Jack.
you don't want to get him mad. He'll go right to that studio on you.
Yeah.
He'll drop a diss track.
Oh, he'll drop a diss track quick, Jack.
He'll drop one on you. But
what will the NBA be without inside the NBA? Let's be honest. Like,
it's been with the unsullied, no sponsorships since 1989. I'm like, I remember when it was just Ernie. I remember when Kenny came. I remember when Magic used to be on. After
Reggie Miller.
After the Thursday night games, it was that. And it's always been funny. Always, they don't take themselves too seriously. And you can't. I mean, you're just gonna have a game on NBC. We can go right to the news afterwards.
Yeah,
that's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, and it's like I just don't understand it, Jack.
TNT, man, they should have gave them whatever they asked.
But the NBA, you would think that people watch inside the NBA that probably wouldn't even care about the NBA. Like
I watch it. I watch, until the in-season tournament. We're not taking games seriously in November, but we're gonna tune in for Chuck and Kenny and Shaq.
Right.
No matter how late it is.
And this is the question, Jack. What are you going to do specifically if Inside the NBA goes away?
They're going to have to retire my jersey.
You get on the big screen with your tweet.
Retire my jersey. I was sick. I was like, what am I going to do? I'm going to close my Twitter account down.
Got Shaq and Charles said, Rashad Grove, and shot it up the bridge one time. Like, come on, guys. They got to figure that thing out, Jack.
Man, our last year, that's gonna be us. If they have a send-off, that's gonna be a sad joke. I'm gonna be crying.
Yeah, Jay. And I hope it's not a case that the season ends and it kind of just ends when the playoffs or when they would normally end. And then it just doesn't get renewed, and we don't get closure of
gotta be a good send-off.
I hope that doesn't happen.
Yeah, man, that's something I'm still hope. They said, from my understanding, TNT or Turner still can offer a bid last second, but it looked like the NBA is going with whoever got the cash. And NBC wanted to get that. They said we need that back. We grew up on that.
Yeah, man.
And it's funny. They so confident. I heard at the Cat, I believe his name is John Tesh, who wrote that theme. They're redoing it. They're re-recording it, to get it all new for next season. I was like, yikes. You imagine man. They could, we're gonna have to watch games on Peacock.
Like, that's so weird, man.
That doesn't, to your point, get the average person. The average person knows if you're in our area, TNT is 747, 547, or whatever your carrier is.
It's some type of 47.
Yeah, it's near there. Everybody knows TNT. The game's gonna come on there. Now that person who's not into the league that much is gonna have to go get an app or watch on. They don't. I think they always make a mistake of thinking of messing up the accessibility. Sports is about accessibility,
right?
You're supposed to be able to watch it on TV.
App to app and go.
You cannot. I don't watch the games on no YouTube TV. I can't do it.
No,
I can't do it. I'm not that guy. Not the sports. Man. Yeah, man. But we're gonna keep our eye on that one. There, and y'all gonna have to send me something. I'm gonna be crying. They say no mercy. Yo,
They gonna hit the show
what
before
do you
you
think
get
about
on.
Draymond? What do you think about Draymond? I don't think I have a funny active players.
I don't like it.
He's too critical to be an active player. He's
Yeah.
still in it. He's still in it. And I don't like how he's coming at the Knicks. I'm like, because it's still personal to him because he plays against them.
And that's hard. That's a hard thing to do from the sideline, brother. Like you judging these players that are in the conference finals and the semifinals, and you didn't make the playoffs, brother.
No, I don't like it. I don't know what they're trying to, they were trying to groom him to come aboard. But I still think he needs some work. I think he's better at his podcast because that's just him giving his opinion. But really, I don't want to see him in Minnesota talking about Rudy Gobert after you choked him early this year.
Right. And not only that, like I can see him and Shaq really fighting. Shaq and Charles Barkley, they bicker, especially early on. They used to bicker.
It was water.
Yeah, it was early. Like we really
back in the day.
I don't think they liked each other back then.
Yeah,
they're friends now.
Yeah,
but can you see Draymond and Shaq or even Charles Barkley? Might bring Charles Barkley out of retirement, have him out there fighting Draymond on national TV.
Draymond, I'm trying to figure who's more sensitive, Draymond or Shaq.
We know Shaq is sensitive. Shaq takes no slander.
He can't. I don't remember him being that sensitive. But since he retired, oh my God.
Gentle giant.
He hates all centers. Remember, he was killing Rudy Gobert.
Yeah.
Then now, I can't believe he said that the Joker on live TV.
To his face. To his face.
I'm Shaq, I guess. Man, but that's going to be prayers up for inside NBA.
Yeah, Jack. So, you know what time it is, Jack?
Tell me, brother.
Time for my favorite segment of the week. That's a Fact Jack stat of the week.
Mm-hmm. What we got, sir?
So we talked about steals last week. We talked about the playoff steals. So let's talk about some bucket getters in the playoffs all time, Jack. So who is the all-time leader in playoff points, Jack?
Total or
total
per game?
Total number of points.
LeBron James.
That was a great guess, Jack, and you are, in fact, correct. LeBron James has 8,162 points for the most points, not only in the regular season, but also in the playoffs. So who has the most points in a playoff game, Jack?
Still Jordan.
Still Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
That's funny. Nobody can get close in a playoff game. That defense tightens up, man. That's probably 60. That's still standing.
Yeah, and that the anniversary of that was about a month ago on April 20th, Jack. 19. We're having feedback again, Jack. We can't catch a break. What is going on?
Is us?
It might be us. It might
smoke
be
detector. I thought it sounded like a smoke detector.
Somebody's must be in there frying fish, Jack. Hopefully, I get some fish when I get off of here.
Ooh. And I like mine fried hard.
He said with some biscuits and gravy. I ain't too lazy.
I ain't too lazy.
But Michael Jordan on April 20th, 1986, Jack, still holds the record against the Boston Celtics with 63, Jack. That's the highlight that they show all the time with him putting it between his legs. That was his bag back in the day.
With them ones, according to Mike Peake, he didn't go left one time.
Right. Big trash.
Now he's killing the drafts. I said that he's killing the 1993 draft.
Oh God!
Jamal Mashburn just catching strays.
Oh man, and that is this week's That's a Fact Jack stat of the week, Jack.
Yeah.
So it's time for shout outs, Jack. Who you shouting out this week?
I want to give a shout out to Adidas, my good friends at Adidas. I can't get them down there, and they sent me some Sambas. One of my favorite pair of Adidas. Thank y'all so much. Yeah, and I want to give a shout out to the Ecclestons and the Lewis family. I know they lost a loved one, Marty and Jerron and all of them today. Robbie Lewis, I believe his name was. Who I didn't know, but I know them, so I want to send a shout out to them and a special shout out to Quincy Till. I know he watches from time to time. My mom said she called him for dinner and his voice was extra sexy today. And he said, Quincy, this is Glory. He said, I thought you somebody else. So shout out to Quincy.
Well, you know, back in the day, Quincy used to look like Q from
the
Omar.
Thank you. What you gonna do? Shoot at me on the elevator?
Oh man, that is funny. Shout out to Quincy, my guy, man. So I'm shouting up this week. I got Maurice Carter, Jack. He was a Twins coach for up at the Y. I ran into him yesterday. So shout out to my guy, Maurice Carter.
Yes.
And I got Justin Ben, my guy JB, man. Shout out to Justin, Jack. Good brother, the good brother JB. So that's my shout outs for the week, Jack. And just like that, another episode in the books, Jack.
Yeah, man. Something smart for us before we leave.
I told you to say something. Tune in next week. Hopefully we're here.
That'll work. Wop.
Came here to take over the game. Yeah. Stout. Still. You know what's going on. Yeah. It's still politics as usual. Life looking beautiful. Talking real heavy. More heavy than the usual. Shook the whole world up. And type of motion new to you. So it's just a throwback. Losing, we don't know that. Only give them our facts. That's exact what y'all lack. Always show the people love, so they show us love back.